So Trump's attack on Iran may have just opened a door that we can't close. Here's why experts are warning about the sleeper cells and what it could mean for the average American that does not have a bunker in their backyard.
Iranian Supreme Leader is warning now the U.S. of irreparable harm if the U.S. joins Israel's fight. But right now, leaders here at home are warning of so-called Iranian sleeper cells. The Trump administration and the previous Biden administration have been concerned about Iran's ability to direct or inspire attacks within the U.S. for years.
That the administration is actively monitoring these sleeper cells here in the United States, given the current situation with Iran and Israel and happening in the Middle East. Like, this has long been a worry for the intelligence community, these sleeper cells. Sleeper cells, by definition, are people who are here, spies or terrorists, waiting, kind of inactive until they're ordered to act. Now there's this new 2025 Homeland Security Threat Assessment, which says we expect Iran to remain the primary sponsor of terrorism and continue its efforts to advance plots against individuals, including current and former U.S. officials in the United States. The previous DHS threat assessment from Biden said the same thing. Now experts say, given the escalation between Israel and Iran, the possibility is very real, and our intelligence teams are working overtime.
Now, while it may be true that Iran does not have the nuclear capabilities to reach the U.S. mainland yet, I don't think the Trump administration took into consideration that Iran has other ways they can still attack the U.S. from within, by using sleeper cells. When I did my research, I found that there are an estimated 500,000 Iranians currently living in the U.S. So let me be clear, the vast majority of that group of people are probably regular, everyday people like you and me. But there is no way of knowing for sure how many may potentially be sleeper agents that could now be activated to attack us. I think it's important to point out that the people who carried out 9/11 were people living here in the US. And so this is why major US cities are now on high alert, and rightfully so. We have no idea how far Iran is now going to go to try to get revenge. Also, we need to keep in mind that it may not just be Iranians. Iran has allies like Russia, China, Syria, and North Korea. And it's now being reported that the Iranian Foreign Minister, Aragachi, is currently on his way to meet with Vladimir Putin to discuss a joint response. So China did issue a statement earlier condemning the U.S. strikes and accused us of violating the UN Charter. The FBI has also increased its efforts to surveil the potential sleeper agents, but we have to be realistic about the state of the FBI right now. It's currently being ran by Kash Patel and Dan Bongino, who are both completely unqualified and untrained to manage threats of this caliber. We also have to mention that an undisclosed amount of resources at the FBI have been reallocated to focus on helping with the deportations recently. So trust me, I know, all of this is scary, but we don't need to panic. We need to stay informed and make smart decisions. Traveling abroad right now as an American, especially in the Middle East, is not safe anymore. I think we should also be very cautious about traveling to major cities in our own country right now until we have more information about what's to come. Personally, I had a trip to NYC planned for the 4th of July, and I'm probably going to cancel that now out of an abundance of caution. It sucks, but we have to be realistic. I think Donald Trump clearly did not take into consideration all the potential repercussions of pressing that red button last night. And now, as a result, most Americans went to bed last night terrified of what seems like the start of World War III. So remember this guy? Maybe they called him Sleepy Joe Biden because we could all sleep peacefully at night while he was president. Just saying. Like, comment, and subscribe so that you don't miss out on updates.